self-promo.
Oh yeah, always.
Yeah, listen, I think I made a monster.
You did. You did. Hi, chat.
It's what's it? Like again, okay. So here's why it annoys me, because what shit like this feels like very strongly is pick a side on this little thing, and then like this is my line, and then you pick a side on that line, and then the next thing that happens is, oh, I think you need to pick a side on this as well, until it escalates. That's always how these things go. And I suppose the reason that there's like a frustration there, I guess, is because I don't dislike Psy.
Yeah.
Psy is fine. But it's like, okay, well, now I'm looking at this going, okay, well, how long until that purity test swings around to me? And that's why I get annoyed. Because that's what always happens. And I've had this, I suppose a lot of this is coming off the back of, I can see people trying to weaponize Psy and trying very hard to weaponize Malcolm into going after certain people they don't like. Because I also know there are people who don't like the fact that I stopped being as mean to Lio. Yeah. Or was actually just positive around Lio. And now they're like, oh, well, Beckett has to go under the bus too. I'm like, okay, cool. So we're doing this then.
Jesus Christ.
Well, my whole thing, and I want to make something very, very clear, because I know it comes up in Psy's history. I have major criticisms for Courtney P to the point where I don't care that her sister is Lily. What I care about the fact is she parodies her victimhood as a shield to protect very deplorable opinions. Not opinions on pedophilia, not opinions on abuse, but again, the consent thing at the end of KP's video on Saberspark, DA games, and everything like that was led by Courtney. That is Courtney's brainchild, who quite legitimately, and I argued it with her, as she can't understand her own words, gave an excuse for rape. Bar none. Flashing titties is not consent.
Oh, wait, that's what she said. Oh, I forgot about that.
Yes.
I forgot about that. Jesus Christ.
It's an excuse for sexual assault and rape because it's saying, oh, are you attracted to the member of this sex?
Wasn't she just trying to argue fucking that implied consent isn't real, though? So even if someone flashes their tits out, that means they aren't consenting?
But like,
oh my God.
That's my whole big thing. And again, this is where I defend Psy. I think Courtney is fucking insane.
Oh, well, look, and I have a lot of, compassion for her. It's just the problem with her is that she reminds me so much of Shiloh, I think, Onision, one of Onision's exes that came forward. She just kind of acts like the all-knowing person that's like, this is how you're supposed to act as a victim. Because even her what was it? The behavior she had during the live premiere of KP's video was abysmal. She's telling CSA survivors, stop complaining, just stop watching if you don't like. And I'm just like, what the fuck is your problem? They say the video is bad because as survivors themselves, they feel uncomfortable with this, and you're just being like, oh, boo-hoo, go cry about it. I'm like, no, have some compassion for other people. What do you? And it's so funny because I don't know if you know this, Falgi, but Courtney P, KP actually went to my buddy Phineas, which is our shared mutual, and was like, hey, can you get Lazy Bedhead to distance herself from Anthony? And I'm like, first of all, I don't talk to, this was before I even talked or spoke to Anthony ever. He just shared my videos a couple times. Yeah. And I'm like, what's the problem with Anthony? And Phineas was like, well, that whole spat that Courtney P is in with Psy. And I'm like, kinda. And they're like, yeah, well, Anthony's friends with Psy, and they don't want you talking to Anthony because they're friends with Psy. And I'm like, wait, why? What? this has
Chat, for
nothing
those
to
who don't
fucking
know,
do
we're
with
talking to
me.
Lazy Bedhead
And they were just like,
Beckett
well,
about
Anthony
all of
liked
the
your Black Griffin video, and so did
stuff
Courtney
of
P, and
the
Courtney's really mad
blue,
about it. So
blue
now she wants you to
it's
stop
a
talking,
lot.
like not talk
Do
to
you see
Anthony
what I
at
mean?
all.
Do you
And I'm
see
like,
what I mean?
But thank you guys very much. Thank you guys very much for being here. All alerts will be muted. I'm gonna go back to the call, but thank you guys. Thank you.
Of like, I want to, like, I won't be able to promote you anymore. Like, it's like, you don't have to like me or my positions. I don't care. It's just, it's so weird because then it feels like there's a hostage thing there, right?
Yeah,
right.
listen. It makes me only incredibly sad, for me personally, because I already went through this once, and it was not with Sai, and Sai's is a little bit different because again, I'm still friendly with Sai. I will still continue to be friendly with Sai if they wish to not platform my streams anymore. While that will hurt, it's not the end of the world. I just would never do that to anyone else. That's a line. I've said this openly. If Westside Tyler apologized to me, I may consider just being like kind. Sai is not calling me a pedophile for absolutely no reason because he has a dwindling fan base and he needs to drum up drama. Sai won't. I don't think Sai will do that. I think Sai is someone of character and won't do that. So this is a little bit of a different story. My thing is this. There are issues I have with some of the sourcing of Viaki. Now, I've never spoken about Viaki on my channel because I know him and the UTTP people are always going around. They're always drumming up drama with specifically Lio Convoy. I know the trolls that always say I'm boring or I'm sweeping for Lio are related to you guys. I'm not stupid. It's very obvious the one time Viaki came into my chat and another person disappeared. It's not the point. This is my thing. When you reference Viaki, his hands are also not clean because the whole Hippleton crash out call happens because Viaki says, "Oh, I have secret leaked nudes of you, by the way," which I don't know why Hippleton goes into this a little bit, but like that is a part of that call. And it is very bizarre and very weird, and it's something that makes me feel I can't source this person as a source when I know they do that. And they are a troll.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those where...
Yes, chat, this is Lazy Bedhead.
It's one of those where I'm just... Sorry, let me resize this on screen. I'll actually be semi-professional about this.
I'm gonna like probably move all my stuff and resize us on my stream too.
Okay. I think at a basic level, it's one of those where, and this is like, I feel like I'm annoyed at the overall shit that's happening around Lio. Because again, it feels like we all had this conversation a year ago. And now it gets dragged up again, and it's like, well, I don't know how harsh Chris and Vlad and Beckett were. There's fucking multiple streams on this.
Mm-hmm.
There's multiple streams on it. It's like, we sat there and picked stuff apart, and it's like, well, now we need to make sure that, you know, we're going at Lio.
Mm-hmm.
So are you on side? That's how it feels. And like, I don't dislike Sai on the basis of like many things, but I completely agree with Sai on the Saber stuff. I like earlier on when her takes on like the word queer came up, I agree with her. I've said the same thing. It's like, Sai seems to look at the network as a promotion thing. I tend not to. I tend to look at it as like, are we like-minded in the general takes we're having? Are we going to be on similar pages? Is that going to be good for crossover for working a story? And it's like, probably. But in the same way that Enter isn't burning a bridge with me because I say retard, it's like, well, okay, that might be your line. But
Well,
that
also,
it feels deeper than that. It just feels deeper than that. It actually feels, hey, it's not the joke, because fuck, we've all made edgy jokes. It's who the association's with. And this is just like, I guess the excuse. I also feel like a lot of this is coming out the fact that I said anything about her last night. Because that's what started it, right?
I mean, yeah. Again, like full disclosure, because I will be full disclosure person. I reached out to both Sai and Lio because I hope I could be like a middle ground for those two to yell at each other and then maybe never speak about each other again. I don't know how well that's going to work now, given the fact that I am discussing this. I would like to hope that it works. But if it doesn't, I understand. I respect both parties involved. I even said this personally. If they wish to have it as private, I have no problem with that. I could joke about, oh yeah, great content, blood sports, blood sports, blood sports. But I also fully understand that that's not who I am as a person. That's never been, like, Becca could tell you, that's literally just not who I am. And it's just one of those things where it's like, I get the criticisms about Lio. I actually do. I will never defend the Rosa Ramsey call. I don't care that she has her own, like, specific parts of the drama that she, like, so there's specific things that she may or may not be accountable for that are not within the confines of that call.
I taught him to fence it so well. I'm so proud.
No! That's how I've always been! You asshat! Fuck you! Fuck the British! I'm gonna start calling you Welsh from now on, like I call Dickers.
Whoa! What the fuck?
No, we have a friend named Dickers.
Oh, I thought you said something else.
No. He is a streamer named Dickers. I know. British Dickers.
My hearing is going out, guys.
Typical from the guy whose whose family came from the country that invented fascism. I'm just saying, if anyone here is sus.
No, I'm living in a fascist country right now. How dare everybody?
Listen. But again, like I see the complaints. I actually, and I find them to be incredibly valid. My issue is that my personal issue, and this has always been my personal issue, is you can yell at each other and be done with each other. Why do you guys, like, I'm gonna be honest. Why do you think I don't cover Tyler? I don't, because yeah, he's had crash out moments. He had to fight with Bad Empanada that like fucking lost him like 800 subs. Do you want to know why I never covered that? Because A, it doesn't interest me, and B, when I said I was done with him, I was done with him. It's just what it is.
Yeah, I mean, exactly the same.
And I will say, my feelings were hurt. And he'll cope and lie and say that we were never friends. That's okay. But I'll say my feelings are hurt because I extend friendship not because I think it's good for networking. I extend friendship because I actually like being friends with different people. It's just actually my favorite part of streaming.
See, like, Layabug, I love you guys, but this felt silly and I still don't understand it. It was silly. This is why I'm so fucking annoyed by it.
Yes.
Like, I can't stress enough that if I sound like Cyber's like, you sound upset, I'm annoyed more than anything. Because this is such a nothing drama drummed up that didn't have to happen. And now it's drawn a line. And I said this to like somebody else today. It's like, it feels like there are people who very much wanted that line to be drawn. And this was exactly the intention. And now here we are. That's why I'm annoyed. Because like, it's like, well, again, it doesn't benefit anyone. Ironically, if it benefits anyone from like the side against side, it benefits Lio, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's just, that's why I'm annoyed, because it would be the easiest position to take would have been side just saying, yeah, Beckett doesn't care, okay,
right,
whatever.
The fact that they're trying to be like, I want to have a fight with Lio, but I want to have it specifically through all of Lio's friends is kind of stupid. It's like, can you not just like, Sai has a way to contact Lio Convoy, right?
Yeah,
like, could you not just like, okay, get a...
They're both in my server.
They could talk like adults. What are you gonna...
So
what are you gonna do the snake shit?
So I can understand Sai's complaints about Lio the same way I understand Malcolm's complaints about Lio. It's okay. And Sai, you're in my chat. You know that I'm gonna be kind to you because I understand your complaints. Malcolm is rating me? Oh God, Malcolm, thank you so much. I understand their complaints against Lio. Truthfully, I do. It's when you look at a lot of Lio's past dramas, and past actions, they are deplorable in many ways. I think part of what Beckett is saying, and even what Chris the Narc was saying before in his stream, was we've kind of already browbeaten him over this. The only thing that we can hope for is that he improves and changes, and he is making attempts to do so. Does he fail sometimes? Yes. I'll say this. I know Gilded will disagree with me as well as Chris a little bit. I think Dreamer is a troll. I think ACC Joshua Putman is very accurate. You could be both incredibly mentally ill and a troll at the same time.
Dude, that's such a great comparison.
Yeah.
That's such a great fucking comparison.
Malcolm Raiders, thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. I am being fair. I am being fair. Malcolm, thank you so much. Witness, thank you, Malcolm. But I think that's the thing. It's like where I kind of draw a line is I understand that Lio has a lot of things to answer for in his past. I think the only way, for me personally, this is my moral obligation to my line, I am moral flagging. I believe in restorative justice. If I cut off Lio, personally for me, for me, regarding that, and not improving, even when he fails, I am violating my own lines. Do you really need to run some defense for a creep like Lio? Okay, so I'm going to say this right now. Can anyone definitively prove, and this is not singling you out, chatter, can anyone definitively prove that Lio's found family was for sexual gratification?
Wait, are they still running with that? Like,
that has
no one's made that fucking claim.
I have seen that run before.
Like,
please, like,
dude. This is exactly what I'm fucking talking about. People are bringing up shit that was fucking debunked a year ago to go at him. There is clearly an element of this from people who hate Lio and now see a new way to fucking get at him. And this is. Well, it's fucking crazy. It's like when the Peaches came out with a document saying Lio abused her, and there was no fucking evidence for it.
Oh,
and Vlad and I, who were
oh my god,
it's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah.
I didn't even know that was even a thing that was said. I just thought that people thought that he was like a jackass.
He told his son to record his essay while he was getting moles. Okay, that is actually somewhat incorrect. Fun fact, and I have been shown the clip. God, I don't know where it is. That person wasn't in that call. One of the complaints I have with Lance's video. From what I understand, that person was not in that call. I don't have that clip offhand. I have just been told repeatedly that person's not in that call.
We've also all said that was a fucking retarded thing. But what they were trying to do,
it's incredibly stupid.
A way to get evidence, which is obviously fucking crazy as a thing to even fucking entertain the idea was fucking retarded.
Yes, but and it's stupid.
The idea that Lio was like, "Hey, record your sexual assault," just didn't happen. That just didn't happen. And this is the problem. And I said this last night, it feels like people are going, well, look at this Dreamer thing. It's like the Rosa call. You're bringing up stuff that was either debunked or inaccurate a year ago. And going, well, what about this? It's like, fuck me, guys. We talked about it. We all talked about it.
I am not bending over backwards for Lio. What I'm saying is that my personal beliefs, and it's the same grace I would give you. Personally, let's kind of say something right now. I don't like that you said the N-word with the hard R apostrophed. But you want to know what I will do? I will defend you for the reason that you use that language, because you were trying to educate people on not using that language. And I will defend you every single time it comes up, because I don't think you're a racist. Truthfully, I will defend you every time. And I'm not saying that you have to do that. I'm not saying that you have to capitulate to me. That is my moral standing. I believe you when you tell me that. I believe Ant when he vouches for you. I believe for Malcolm when he vouches for you on that. You cannot like me about that. That's okay. because I truly believe that you were trying to be, while misguided, and I've been rude about it. That's just my moral standing about it. And that doesn't mean I don't like you. That doesn't mean I don't want to associate with you. It doesn't mean that I don't actually want to do things with you or speak with you or have like an actual like conversation with you, Malcolm, or anybody. That's just how I feel. Like I don't if there are sex crimes, that is a hard stop for me. Legitimately. Did you commit a crime? That's a hard stop for me. Listen, I'm okay that's just how it is. Again, I do this as a hobby, so maybe because I don't have the same stakes regarding that, but it still matters to me. I still want to stick to my guns on that one. How could Lio have done so many things he's done and still keep giving chances to chances? Again, I think that there are things that Lio still needs to answer for, and he still needs to work on. Straight up. The Bible quotes are funny. I don't like the Bible quotes. Sai, you stuck to your guns. That's okay. Just telling to you right now, that's perfectly okay. I respect you for that. For what it's worth, respect you for that. I will never shut the door. I will never shut the door on you.
Again, all through this, you'll note in that call, I was not really going for personal attacks on Sai. I've not said that I hate Sai. I'm just like, this is gay. I'm frustrated because, like,
derogatory.
I'm frustrated because this is gay, and I just don't
Falgi,
like. I
Lio
personally, I'm going to get
10
like.
Days ago. Sai, did we not make fun of somebody dying in a submersible explosion? Did we not just cover OceanGate? I'm sorry. I can't police every language, especially ones I'm not there for. I yell at Lio for many things. I said this the last stream. Rape is worse than murder. I'm not disagreeing. What I'm saying is that like my whole thing is that I am not there for this. We are discussing topics and we do make terrible jokes. We do make very terrible jokes, in my opinion, that a lot of people, let's be real, right? If I went to Stockton Rush's widow and said, I do believe your husband killed people and I don't care that he died, that is re-traumatizing and hurting her. 100%. If she ever saw my video, that is re-traumatizing and hurting her. But don't say Lio is changing. I can't say that because he actually is making efforts. Did he call someone's mother? Did he? And I hate to say that the bar is in hell. The bar is in hell for Lio. In a lot of regards. Mocking someone's traumatizing story about their home abortion is pretty different. I'm sorry, but if I'm talking to Stockton Rush's wife, that is not an okay thing to say. And again, I don't want to police that. Again, you guys say Lio isn't changing. Here's what I have to say to you. And I say this to everybody in the chat. And I don't understand it too. All of the victims of the ACC, SCC, with like certain regards to some people or not, go to Lio and trust Lio. I don't know Chuli personally, like the whole. I've talked to Chuli a little bit. Chuli, as a minor, was sexualized, victimized, and blamed for so much in the SCC, ACC. She goes to him. She confides in him. Who am I to tell her that she can't do that? Seriously. I can't, like, who am I to tell people that these victims who vouch for this person who is propping up their story and moving their story along is not fair? And it, like, I don't know, like, I feel like if I do that, all I'm doing is telling them they are dumb victims and I am no better than Bonk, personally. And and I'll be honest, I've been consistent about this. And you can go back to our Destiny coverage. In our Destiny coverage, when Pixie brings up Not So Erudite, I say I believe Not So Erudite will kill someone based on her standards of how young boys cause violence and her weird hug therapy for, forgive them all that nonsense thing. My thing is that, and I've said this, if Pixie believes that Not So Erudite was acting in her best interest, while I don't like her, I will never fault her for that. I will never fault Pixie for that. Because that, to me, moralistically, is insane. And if you guys are saying he's still doing the Predator Hunter shit, he's not in that same capacity. The victims are going with their stories that they wish to propagate through him. Truly has her own channel.
Also, like, Truly isn't, like, this isn't about predator hunting. This is about going after, like, the fact that Truly was bullied for, like, 5 years by the SCC.
Also, I think the most, like, predator hunting, forgive me if I'm wrong, but, like, the most predator hunting that he's done recently is, like, ousting people who, like, protected predators and are, like, friends with them, not actually, like, exposing them and, like, lambasting them to the server. It's mostly just been, like, the whole doodle tones thing where it's like, look at all these predators you protected. Like, that's the most he's really done. And that's not the same thing. That's just being like, my friends are fucking assholes.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'll give you a slide on that one then.
And here's something crazy. And this is something like actually truthful. I have told Lio straight up, the ACC, SEC can no longer deal with their problems. They need to come to us from now on. I've told him that. He can tell you truthfully. I'm tired of Doodle Tones being able to run away. Someone like Doodle Tones should never have the ability to run away.
In different communities. This is ridiculous.
But that's my whole thing. That person, this whole, like, round robin victims should, like, efface their accuser. That's fine. That's how the court does it after a conviction, but it is what it is. But, like, I can't do that. But, like, I'm not going to wax philosophical against the victims who place their trust in Lio, and Lio does right by them. I just can't. Because that robs them of agency, and again, is no better what Bonk does. I'm sorry, that's where I disagree. And it doesn't and I will still be kind to each and every person from Malcolm's community. Shit, I've never gotten the chance to really, really talk to Malcolm. Would love to do that. We have a common shared thing of Leadhead. Well, what can I do? Right? He's gross. He just hurts people in the end. You know what? You know what I would say? Ask the people he's helped if they feel that way. Don't ask us. Don't ask us. I'm sorry. This is not a conversation for me. Like, and I mean that in the nicest way possible. I encourage you to talk to the people that he's helped, just because I just want them to speak for themselves. I feel really weird speaking for them. Truthfully, I feel incredibly weird speaking for them. Right? Like, I don't know. It sucks. And it sucks that I am I'm not going to say constantly.
Yeah, I mean, I think part of the problem is as well, like, people forget what the coverage was last year. It was, if Lio was just making, and again, I'm paraphrasing, like, the, like, sort of like what we'd like as a result. Vlad and I both said this. I think Chris did as well. If Lio is just making drama videos on people and not doing this weird moral grandstanding shit or trying to, like, fucking predator hunt or all the other stuff, like, if he just made drama videos on people or just covered, like, calls with people like Jar, none of us would care, which is exactly what he moved on to doing. And in the cases where he's, like, sort of crossed that line, by the way, we publicly said things. Like, with the Via Quai stuff, with, like, Lio getting involved in that, I was like, that's fucking dumb. That's a fucking ridiculous thing to get involved in.
The only reason why I trust Becca is because he's not like a ride or die for these fucking people. He's like, if this guy's being a fucking idiot, I'm going to say they're being a fucking idiot. I'm like, I don't know very many people that would literally say that, other than maybe behind their backs or, like, in, like, alt discords in secret little groups. They'll be like, fuck this person. Becca's like, I will say that to their face. I'm not going to fucking hide.
Well, it's this thing. Two things. One, Beckett, you're incredibly transphobic. goddamn it, Malcolm has been trying to get into touch with you, and you continue to be transphobic. Pride Month is not over in my heart.
It's definitely
It's
definitely over. And also, if Malcolm wants to join this call, he's very welcome to. I don't mind. I just wanted to talk to Sai one-on-one. Okay, I just wanted to do that. That was it.
Beckett has more connections to Malcolm than I do. I don't even have him added. So if Malcolm wants to come on, just like message Beckett, because this is not my call, by the way.
Wait, is Malcolm saying that in your chat now?
Malcolm was like 20 minutes before I have to go. Malcolm is in my chat right now.
Okay, let me just add Malcolm to this call.
Feed the puppers. Chat, hold up. New goal. I'll feed the puppers like food afterwards, chat. I do this thing. I sing for my dog. But that now is I don't.
Okay, I've added Malcolm to the call. He's very welcome.
Yeah.
Wait, is this a goddamn Malcolm? Is that what his name is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he did all the good Lexity streams. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, Malcolm's a treasure.
I really like Malcolm.
Guys, I'm meeting all new friends today.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. It's America's birthday.
It is.
I mean,
to
be fair, July is just a different. Oh, I don't know.
No, wait.
To be fair, July is just a different type of Pride Month.
I mean, Beckett, you know, we celebrate very special Pride months.
Oh my fucking god.
Malcolm, invite me to the server. We're not in a server, we're in a private call.
I added you to a group chat.
Yeah.
You're in a group chat. Malcolm, look at the group chat.
But it's like really interesting. It's just like one of those things where I'm like, it's very interesting, very very curious to have this discussion. I'm being cucked by the ad. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Malcolm. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. The ad, no. Hi, Malcolm.
There we go. Now we have a Malcolm. Welcome in, buddy.
What's up, hoes?
It's so very nice to meet you for the first time, by the way.
Oh my god, thank you for being the only not transphobic person in the call. I am so fucking tired of it. So nice to have.
Wait, I didn't say anything yet.
You're keeping company with this fucking evil colonizer, and you expect me to have a good interpretation of you? Fuck you, bitch.
God.
Don't even start there.
Listen. Do I have to leak our DMs, Malcolm, for all the sexy things you've said to me? Because either you are into colonizers or...
Wait,
I said that to you in confidence. Don't start this shit now.
No one gives me the sexy
That's
things.
what I fucking thought.
Also, I would appreciate it if I'm judged based on like the merit of my character, not who I hang out with.
That's a wild take. What a crazy thing to say with the current drama going on, Lazy.
Only
actually kill me.
Black History Month, dude. It was just Juneteenth, and you're gonna fucking say shit like that. This is disgusting. Are these the people you hang out with?
Oh no. So no.
Hang on 1 second. I'm gonna turn off my Wi-Fi really quick on my phone. So hang on. I'm gonna jump back in 1 second.
Yeah, no, you're good. What do you mean the polycule grows, chat? Stop doing it.
Also, my e-wife says that she likes your jar coverage, Malcolm.
Oh, beautiful. I love making fun of Jar. He's my favorite. I hope that I wanted him to join the call earlier. I was like, bringing Courtney, bringing Jar.
Dude,
bringing Sai, bringing Gilded.
I only know about you because of your Lexity coverage, and that like just became my entire like obsession for a month. I was like, oh my god, this bitch be crazy.
Love her so much. She inspired.
Well, it's nice to know that my network is surviving now that Sai has abandoned me. Sorry, I'll stop taking cheap shots. Right, okay, I'm gonna kill myself.
So
I didn't mean to laugh. I'm sorry.
So I guess the thing, because Malcolm, you're here. I'm very curious about your feelings, your thoughts. Again, not a debate, open discussion. I like you. I like everybody. I'm not really mean. I hate being mean.
I love you too, babe. That's so sweet of you to stay in public finally. My whole thing was like, I said the same thing to Becca earlier. I was like, Gilded and people like Gilded are just like totally fucking with everybody. And I know that. I can't control how other people engage with people like that, but I think that it's fair because Fox, whatever the rape dude, that dude was in my Discord server, and I asked if that was the same person from the call, and then one of my moderators said something, and he was like, "I'll rape you too next," or something like that. And I was like, "All right, that's a little bit too much for me." So I don't have a problem being like, I understand that they're just trolling. I understand that, and the reaction is what they want, but I think it's fucked up. And it's like, I don't think I would like threaten to rape somebody. I think that's like a different kind of thing, other than just like shit talking or trolling. I don't think I would say, Beckett, I'm gonna come and rape you as like a like.
That's not what you
I
said
think
in
that's
DMs.
kind of fucking. Listen, I told you that was credit. That was credit.
So I guess the only reason I ask, because before covering this most recent thing with Dreamer, how much did you know in regards to that whole mess? Because I know I've heard you had a Google Doc. I don't really give a shit who made the Google Doc. I just know one existed. I'm just curious.
I didn't know, like, I'm familiar with Lio Convoy.
Yeah.
I wasn't really familiar with like the Dreamer situation. I truthfully just like watching Lio Convoy content because his like anime villain Batman shit makes me want to like kill myself. And it's really, really, really funny to watch.
Yeah.
And like the more I listened to it, I was like, oh, like this is, you know, kind of fucking stupid or whatever. And then after the fact, like everybody joined my Discord, and that's like just kind of what kicked it off. I told Becca earlier, and I've told everybody and their mom, and I'll continue to say it. I don't really care about like the meta conversation around it. I'm comfortable being like, I don't think it's appropriate for people to like jump around different communities and be like, I'm gonna rape you as like a meme. I'm like, I don't think that's funny. And I don't think it's appropriate. I think there's a difference between like making like a generalized joke versus saying I'm going to rape you as a joke. I would say those two things are different,
actually,
right?
I mean, that's a different question though, because like I actually said this, and these are one of the few times that I'll try and direct an audience in any case, because when all the Leadhead stuff was happening, I know that people were a-logging Leadhead server, and I specifically said people treat that as a safe space. Don't go in there and start like saying shit or causing trouble, or like, and don't start exposing people. So like, if the question is, hey, Fox Azure is in like Malcolm's server making rape jokes, do you have a problem with that? Yeah, I think that's fucked up. Like, I don't think again, it depends what the fucking question is. If Fox Azure is in a private call with a load of trolls and makes a rape joke, I don't care. Fox Azure is a troll. If he's going into like communities where that's going to be an issue, though, I'm like, yeah, that's fucking retarded. Don't do that. So this is part of the problem with the question. It's like, I hadn't even seen the fucking clip when I was first asked about it. It's just like, yeah, I obviously don't care about this. I've already said stuff like that on stream, and that's where it.
No,
like,
sure. And my whole thing is like, I just like to say like gay shit. Like that is like a quote unquote boundary of mine, not necessarily where it's like I just don't want to like keep company with people like that. It's not like you have to capitulate to like what I want you to do in order to maintain, but it's like I just won't fuck with you because I don't think it's appropriate. It was the same reason I burned shit with Courtney Orchard. It's the same reason I kicked fucking Fox out of my server, and it's the same reason I've kicked like other freaks out of my server that have said weird shit like that, or you know, have said like, oh, I love rape porn, or I love Focol or Focon or whatever that shit is.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't fuck with any of that stuff, and I just don't want anything to do with it. But I don't play like the like, oh, you fuck around with this person sometimes. I don't care. But if somebody can show me, oh, here's Beckett like threatening to rape people, I'd be like, okay, I don't want to talk to you anymore. That's kind of fucking weird. I'm good on that, right?
Yeah, and I would agree. We have a rule in our Discord. Don't fuck the vibe. If you fuck the vibe, you're booted. Yeah, we have a series of rules, but like I've had trolls come in and fuck the vibe. I've had not really a word I use too often, but I had somebody come into my Discord and argue with my autistic chatters about how they used specific words. Spurg would just be the one. While it's not a word I use, I don't use the R slur. I get made fun of for that all the time. One of my
a man after my own heart.
One of my biggest things is that I don't police how the autists in my community want to represent themselves, because I feel like to me what I am doing is setting a standard of, if they believe that they are taking back that word, why am I policing it? Like personally, why am I telling you you're not taking back the word? Because then I'm disenfranchising individuals who are already by society disenfranchised.
I don't necessarily disagree with that. I would just say that, like, in the same vein, like, I think that anything can be funny in like the right context with the right people, with the right audience. I don't really care about that. But there's, again, I would say that there's like a big difference between a generalized, like, today, guys, we're doing a rape review, and then being like coming into somebody's community, and then when they piss me off, I'm coming to rape you. That's where I would. That's where I would say.
But here's the difference, right? Because like I think broadly speaking, we agree.
Yeah.
It's just like, well, Fox was in that environment, made that joke in fucking Vlad's server, which is an environment that is absolutely fine with jokes like that. So no, I don't care. He's not again, if he did it in my server, I imagine my mods would do something about it. I don't know. I never fucking check what my mods are doing. But like I imagine they do from knowing like their general standards. I mean, Fox is like red in my server. He's got the cringe roll because like he annoyed the mods and they were like, this dude is fucking annoying. So
I don't know Fox.
I don't think I don't think it's wrong to like have a different position on that because like I would say I think it's inappropriate. But I wouldn't say like if you have like a different vibe or a different way that you engage with that, that's fine. But if that was something that you particularly engaged in, I would be like, okay, I probably just don't want to fuck with you. That's generally the way that I would kind of engage with it. But obviously if it was like this dude actually fucking raped somebody and you were like, no, I actually don't care. He has good memes.
Yeah,
like,
obviously I'd be like,
yeah,
that would be a weird position for me to hold, obviously. And it's like,
sure. That's where I would draw the line.
Yeah, and I don't personally know Fox Azure, but I'll be very clear. I don't take rape jokes very serious. I take rape jokes very seriously, especially if you're telling someone I'm going to rape you.
That's what he said in my server.
Yeah,
so I was like,
I know there's a commentary joke, the raped. Sometimes sometimes I can get a giggle. Sometimes I get really fucking annoyed by it. My whole thing is, again, I don't like, if I'm going to say, if someone's saying in my server, I'm going to rape you, I'm going to treat them like a troll and just block them. I don't allow trolls in my server. I really don't. But very, very, very famously, I've had trolls come in and I said, listen, don't fuck the vibe. If you fuck the vibe, you're gone. And I'm not going to say reformed, but they calmed down because they'd rather just be a part of a community than ruin it. But there are, like you say, like with Fox, in my opinion, who would just like to fuck the vibe because it's fun.
Well, it's also like I think again part of where I'm coming off on this and my annoyance is it doesn't just feel like that. It's like I'm having like again flashbacks to I think it was last month. I had multiple people come to me from the old politics community being like, hey, you know, Chud's transphobic. You should talk about this. We expect you to talk about this. What's your position on Chud now? Because Aiko's calling out Chud. Like, you've got loads of trans people in your community. The other half of the channel is trans. What's your position on transphobia? And I'm like, well, some of these people are coming to me because I know them, they're actually concerned.
Just letting
and
you
I'm
know.
like, I get it. You don't have to like Chud, but
thank you for everyone being in here.
You've been like this for ages.
Thank you, everybody, for being
don't know what to fucking
chill.
tell you.
I know if you disagree with
but
me,
other
that's
people are legitimately
fine.
coming to me, trying to get me.
I'm just gonna mute them real quick. Thank you so much for being chill. You could disagree with me. That's perfectly fine. Please respect everybody in here. I would appreciate that. Thank you.
I mean, into these little fucking gay fights.
I said earlier for sure there are people that are like shit stirring. Like that's obviously certainly happening. But I think that like the thing is my conventional wisdom is like if people are like, oh, what is your opinion on this? I'm like, I don't mind just being like, oh, I think it's fucked up, but I don't care. I can't offer that wisdom. I can't impart that wisdom on my community. And I imagine you have the same issue where like if like even specifically with Gilded, like I'm like Gilded just wants to make everybody mad. So if you guys are like spending all day replying to him, he's just going to keep going. He's never going to stop. But if you notice, if you don't respond to him or you just ignore him, he shuts the fuck up and he goes to bother someone else. And I can't control what other people do, but from my perspective, it's one of those things where that's what people are trying to goad is like, you have to say something about this. You have to say something about that. It's like, well, I already said something. If you don't like it, you can fuck off. I think it's like, it's almost like it feels like the past is like clouding that judgment now because just because like you are having like the recency, like PTSD flashbangs of Tyler, but it's like people are just like, dude, like, what do you think about this dude like going into people's servers and saying rape? And I think that's like a fair question to ask, right?
Yeah, I think part of the thing is, again, it's I was asked yesterday about the Psy versus Lio stuff, and I gave the same take I've given all the way through this, which is it's fucking retarded on both sides. I don't know why they're doing it. And I've said this to. It's not like I'm sweeping for Lio in this. Lio is retarded for fighting with Psy. It's completely fucking ridiculous.
I hope he's not like fighting with Psy on like behalf of KP and Courtney still.
No,
that
it's
would
like
be-
fuck.
Is it personal at this point?
It's personal.
become personal.
Yeah, it's personal now.
And that's why,
Okay,
and that's
fine.
also, and it's become personal off the back of something that wasn't, and that's why
Yeah.
he is being retarded. And to be clear, Lio needs to get a fucking hold of himself and actually pull away from it. In my opinion, I again, but here's the big difference: I can say that publicly, and I don't hear about it from Lio, and it's this base thing of, I also know on the other side there are people on Lio's side who wanted me to fight with Sai. That's why in the call I had with her, I wasn't trying to be combative. I really was just trying to find like a resolution to this. Whether that resolution is, and to be clear, it's not about a network thing. I just don't, my baseline is this. I don't want to hear about this in like 4 months' time. I don't want to take out of Sai of, well, Beckett's doing this thing. That's what I want to avoid because I don't dislike Sai. I don't want to end up in a prolonged fucking content war with her because it's not worth it. I don't care. Like, I don't dislike her enough to want to be put in that position. That's what I'm trying to avoid. And if Sai's position is, I don't dislike Beckett, but I'm not going to fuck with him, sure. Based. If that's where we're leaving things, I'm actually fine with that. But that's not how this feels like us. Yeah, and and I hope it is, because that's not how it's felt the last couple of days. That's
sure. I don't disagree. I said, I feel like you're getting like flashbang PTSD from like the Tyler shit, and that makes sense to me. Like, it's not surprising. Like, I validate everyone's trauma. It's okay, but like I just feel like the whole thing is like super. It's pretty much just like blown out of proportion. And then it's like you have some people that have like, you know, some of the edgiest positions in the entire fucking community. You know, like people that come out of 4chan and shit, and they're saying crazy shit. And if you're not used to that, obviously it's gonna get people being like, dude, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean?
I
mean, if it makes Sai feel any better, we just had like, I don't know, 3 out of the 4 people that are here that literally would just say, hey, if this guy was in my server, I would kick and was making these jokes, I'd kick him the fuck out. Does that make you feel better? They all just said that they would kick him the fuck out. You got your answer. They all just said it. They're like, that's weird. We don't like that shit.
In Sai,
there.
I will say
you got your thing.
I will say this because I see you in the chat being like, hey, I heard his fifis, things like that. Like,
Jesus.
like. Sai,
very easy to do. He's very sensitive.
Yeah, Sai, I consider you a contemporary. I enjoy speaking with you. I really enjoy speaking with you.
Like, none of these people want to be hostile. That's the thing. So I don't know why they came on here earlier. It was just, you know, I don't know.
I
think Sai just has autism.
Hold on, let Falgi
It was not
finish.
a good first impression, I suppose.
I will say, and this is personally just me. Okay, I'm gonna say something that's probably gonna be upsetting, but I don't really care. I hate when people say you sound like this when somebody is saying a little bit to the contrary. Beckett is expressing hurt feelings not for, because I've had this conversation with Beckett. Beckett and I don't love all of Beckett's jokes. Beckett knows that.
They're quite terrible. Yeah.
But I've had this conversation with Beckett. The thing that we agree on is I will personally never treat our relationship like it's nothing. I know that hurt feelings will be there. What I will never personally do is be like, you know what, like Diesel's got to pick a side. Now, I'm not saying that you're doing that. I want to make that very clear. The reason I say that is it's still just going to cause hurt feelings. But it's okay to respect that you have a moral position. It's okay to respect that. But it should be also okay for people to see it in a different light than you. I think that's perfectly fine. I think that's part of the human condition. I don't like the rape jokes. I don't know Fox Azure. A fun fact, this is like an actual like fun fact. I've spoken with Gilded privately during the Brian Mullen stuff, and we've spoken like in and out, right? He doesn't push my boundary at all, actually. He kind of like, I think he realizes that I'm the soy one, and he doesn't push my boundary with it. And I would tell him if he pushed my boundary with it. And I'm not, this is not running a defense of Gilded. I'll be very honest. God bless Malcolm, because I fucking hated that conversation.
No, it was awful.
It was awful. It was fucking awful. I hated the conversation. God bless Malcolm. I hope he made a lot of money off of it. But I hated that conversation because it just doesn't do anything. It like, I don't like treating relationships like content. That is my personal thing. This is not like a recency bias thing with necessarily with Tyler. That's always been my position. And to be fair, that is something I learned from Diesel. That is something that I learned from him, was to not treat content relationships that way. And I'm not saying that you have a relationship with him, Sai. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm expressing is that for us to have this conversation, I don't treat our relationship, and I don't think, because I'm speaking regarding Beckett and your comments about Beckett, I don't think Beckett treats your relationship as purely content.
I don't treat any of this as content. I want to be clear as well. Like, there's an element to this where if someone wants to say, and I'm not reading your chat, like, oh, I hurt Becky's feelings. It's like, well, I don't know. You seem pretty fucking triggered if I'm sat here being like, oh, it's a shame, I don't hate Sai or anything else. Well, you're sat in Falgi's chat going, oh, I hate his feelings. Like, dude, yeah, I'm annoyed by this because the next stage of this is really, really simple. Falgi likes interacting with you, and then it comes to, well, Falgi, you're friends with Beckett. And I know that's what's going to happen because it's what happens every fucking time. So it's like, oh, great. So this is another thing that I'll have to deal with in like a couple of months. And it's annoying because it didn't need to happen. It's like, again, we weren't particularly close, Sai. I'm not even followed to you on Twitter. Like, it doesn't, I don't view any of this as like hugely close, but I know Falgi likes you. Falgi came in and started saying, well, it's your fault, Beckett. It's the same shit as Tyler stuff. I'm like, yeah, I would have preferred Tyler to chill the fuck out and Falgi to keep being friends with him. That would have been nice. And so if you do that, based, I'm not going to be in Falgi's ear being like, oh, you need to go. I don't fucking care. I just want Falgi to enjoy making the content he wants to make. And that's it.
And I do want to say
realistically speaking.
I do want to say this because I kind of know Beckett a little bit better than some of the people in chat. I've heard Beckett actually mad. This is not him mad. Annoyed, yes. This is not Beckett mad. If you want to see Beckett mad, like genuinely mad, go to the stream when he comes back after his Destiny video. That is Beckett actually mad.
Oh, yeah.
That is Beckett actually mad. This is an annoyance. And it's not me sweeping. This is me knowing my friend. And it's okay to, and if you say annoyed is hurt, that's fine. I'm not going to play word semantics. That's all I'm going to say. It's just, to me personally, that's how I play it.
To be clear, what Tyler did to me hurt. Like, that actually did upset me. And it's one of the reasons that, like, I went as hard as I did. I'm not going to do that to Sai. I'm not about to boot up a fucking, let's look at Sai's content stream. I'm not, like, that's not where I'm sat. You know? But yeah, like, and again, if Sai gets over it, I won't care. If Sai in 6 months' time is like, well, that was a dumb fucking argument and it's hurting like a load of people, and it's like, I don't want to fight with Becca anymore. Cool. Or like never wants to fight with me. Again, I don't care. But if this turns into more, that's gonna annoy me because it's just, dude, I don't want to deal with this, basically. It's crappy content on somebody I don't even dislike. And then it, like, these things always spiral. So that's what I'm sort of guarding against. And there is one other thing as well that I've noticed that I'm not sure how I fucking feel about. Last night when I was covering this, people were shit-talking Malcolm's chat in my chat. I called this out. I don't know what's going on between communities here, but I'm not a fan of it. Like, and I just, so for those of you watching, if you have an issue with Malcolm's chat, don't bring it to me. I don't care. I think Malcolm's chat seems pretty chill, generally speaking. I think Malcolm is chill. Stop drumming up. I do not care, and I might actually start timing people out for it because I don't like this. I don't like this fucking warfare shit. It's very sus to me.
Well, it got really homoerotic in here really quick. I do have to go.
True.
I do love sucking
but
dick,
yeah.
you're right.
You guys can be as vindictive and evil to Beckett as you like in my chat, and everybody else, because I just don't like white people. I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say
True.
it.
Listen, you can still be
I'm just
vindictive and mean to Malcolm.
Don't
I just
we
don't
all?
want to hear about your Malcolm's chat. Like, don't talk about chatters. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like-
okay, yeah. Well, you
Yeah.
can't be mean to me. That's transphobic. I'm a minority, so everybody else is forgiven, not me.
Oh my god.
Believe
You know
me,
what?
man, you
Yeah.
more than make up for your minority status. I think you lost that protection long ago.
What the fuck does that mean?
Wow.
What the fuck does that mean?
Damn.
I'll say this, don't be mean to Malcolm. I will actually fucking time you out. I don't like it. I don't like when you're mean to creators. It fucking pisses me off.
Wow, this is a strong message. Well, good yappins, guys. I fucking hate you, Beckett. I love you
Hate you,
so
bro.
much, Algie. I
Thank
love
you.
I'll talk. I'll DM you later, okay?
Yes!
Keep your eyes
Yes!
open for my messages. Lyle, you're fat, you're a pussy, and you're a bitch. I love you guys. Bye.
Bye! He's
Jesus.
not wrong!
You know what's the craziest part about this, right? Is that this is all based on like guilt by association. Phineas is friends with people that I don't particularly like. I mean, he was friends with like Susie for a long time, and I was like, I never liked that bitch. And you know what happens? I just let it go. I'm like, okay, so he hangs out with someone I don't particularly like all that much. Big womp womp. I'll get over it. Like, I'm not gonna make him choose between who he can and can't associate with because he's friends with me. That sounds like, I don't know. It just seems a little childish to not just be like, oh, they hang out with people I don't like, and just kind of be like, I guess I won't be in calls with them, and they're talking to them, and we can have private calls elsewhere. Maybe I'm just being too mature, though. I don't know.
Listen. I'll say this again. I will reiterate it. I will complain about Lio when he does something really stupid. I will complain about and I will also still complain about the people who bring up size stuff and liking fucking VisiPop. I don't give a fuck. Let Psy like hell of a boss. Why does it matter? Also,
hey, it's almost like that's what I've been saying for like 2 fucking streams.
Like, it shouldn't matter. I want, you know what I want? Do you know what I actually want right now? I want VisiPop to be so incredibly successful, so every time Psy makes a video on a season, everyone gets mad. That's how I feel about it. That's how I personally feel.
The point, she's morally inconsistent. I don't care. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
Okay, to be clear.
Also,
I just don't care. Like, let's be honest. For the, I hate to say this, before Psy started with Lio, who the fuck knew who she was? Like, unironically, in this community around the ACC, were people that aware? Her name had never popped up before. Like, why does it matter? It's like, unironically, who cares? It's just like it's like this drama has been drummed up about a person who showed up essentially interacting with the community.
Hold up. Psy, do not do the 10,000. Please don't do the subscriber thing. I'm actually I'm actually going to no, don't. I'm just saying. I'm telling you right now, don't do that. That attitude is not good. I'm sorry. That is actually really bad. I really don't like that attitude. That's really bad attitude, dude. And again, this is not me not wanting to be around you. Don't do that. Do you want to know why? I'm friendly with YouTubers who eclipse my channel into the sun. Eclipse my channel into the sun. No, it's not that Beckett started it. Because I'll be very real with you. When you constantly say the network and propping up somebody's streams, you are talking about using your number to make someone else's number bigger. Please. I like, that is the underlying thing of that. And I think that you're better than that, personally. I personally think you're better than that. Like, I personally believe that you are better than that. And I'm telling you why people don't like that. What do you think rating you is? I understand that. But I'd still raid you regardless, though. If I streamed earlier, I'd raid you regardless. Because you're my friend. I enjoy talking to you. Zalji, I know you mean well, but this isn't it. It is. Let me be frank. I have friends with millions of subs. I never ask them for anything. Do you want to know why? Because that is weird. I never want somebody to think my relationship with them is predicated on their number. It's just really, really weird. That is, Sai, I know you don't ask for it in return, and that's I appreciate that about you. But saying, oh, it's 10,000, like I have 10,000 more subs than you. What Beckett is referring to is that you guys have come on to the ACC scene a little bit later than everybody else.
And into commentary as well. Let's be honest. Yeah, sure, I don't have 10k subs, but million sub channels cover my shit. It's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. But generally speaking, like if you want to talk about like network or like how people can million sub channels cover me. People who like have huge fucking viewerships. When we've done threads or videos or whatever, they get covered. We get talked about. It's irrelevant. It actually, most of the time as well, with how YouTube works these days, doesn't even show a bump. It shows a bit of a bump when people like Turkey Tom cover you, but like it's irrelevant. When I said that no one knew who Sai was, your name just hadn't come up in like ACC or commentary. That's the reality. That's not like talking down to you or anything else. That's just the fucking reality. And dude, I mean, we all find the numbers talk fucking gay. It's ridiculous. Just like Falgi streams were still good when fucking 10 people were watching him. He didn't suddenly become more important or more impactful or people listened to him more when he got more viewers. No one cares.
And like I'm pursuing YouTube as like a genuine like chance to make money or like make a career out of it. Even I think that saying that I'm networking or anything like that is pretty cringe. And I'm just saying that as somebody who actually takes networking as like a consideration of this field of work. I'm like, yes, I'm networking. I'm fucking sitting on Discord, like fucking talking to people who may know a person, know a person through a know a person. Like it's like, dude, networking in this field of work is sitting on your ass at home, like,
and
really.
And I want to be clear, I'm not appreciative of this, of you rating me in. What I'm saying is, I don't want you to ever think that I saw or I see, because I still see it as a positive, and I still want to be here, and I still want to talk to you. I still would like to stream with you. I don't see our relationship as anything transactional. I'm very, very appreciative of you rating me. I'm appreciative of Malcolm rating me. It is the kindest thing you guys can do for someone like me. I totally respect it. But I don't what I'm saying is I don't want people to see you say that and think that that defines you.
This is also why when you were talking about like boosting channels around your size and things, I was like, what do you mean? Because none of us view it that way. It's just not how anyone really thinks.
I don't care what these losers think. Sai, I mean, I am going to be honest. I have met people who don't think that this is like a loser mentality like that this is like crazy. Like I am being genuine. It's just not, it's not the person I think you are. And I know that it's a clapback, but it's one that not a lot of people take kindly to who see that. And it's people who are gonna potentially cover this. I'm sure the news cycle will be slow, and somehow Hello, Chud Logic. If you're seeing this for some goddamn reason,
listen, Chud's not gonna cover this. Got more fucking sense.
I'll do it. Never mind.
No, but I mean this with all like the true love and kindness in my heart. It's like it's I am gay and I'm gay. Chud won't cover this. You listen. You never know. It could be a slow moment.
Dude, even Chud's on this fucking slow
I don't
moment.
care about these guys going. It's just transactional. Is what I mean. Yeah, that's fine. But what I'm saying is that like I don't view that this way. Again, I won't. When I look at network per se, because sometimes I'll refer to it as networking. I literally just refer to it as making more connections. I am who Kojima markets his games to, by the way. I believe in the Death Stranding. One day the Death Stranding will come, and I will be Sam Porter Bridges. Sorry, Lazy, I cut you off.
I was asking, what did Kojima mean by this? Was this some sort of like a secret insert by Hideo Kojima to promote Death Stranding? Are you like a Hideo Kojima like plugin? Are you a psyop? Is this what this is?
No, I plug in a lot of different things. As a joke on my stream, I don't say kill yourself. I say invoke your persona. Purchase Persona 3 now, reloaded, free. Not free, but for $60 on Steam. I can't tell if this is gay, if you're actually this gay or it's a character you're playing. I am this gay.
No, he's this gay.
I am this gay.
This is actually not as bad as normal.
No, I'm usually like.
Wait, you guys are still gay? I thought we turned that off at the end of Pride Month.
No, I don't turn it off.
You have an option to keep it on?
It depends. Oh, I almost made a joke that I don't want to say.
You're evil.
But I mean, like, again, I am totally here for making streams on Lio. But again, this is where, while I have criticism for Lanza's video, Lanza, the biggest thing I will always give Lanza is he ends his video with saying, but Lio is trying to change. Let's let it happen. He leaves it positively. I like, and not a lot of videos do that. And I say that not calling anybody out. It's just literally what I see on the internet and within drama, and it's actually appreciated.
I'll take notes, by the way. I'll keep a mental note of that. Shove it off to the side. Be more charitable. All right.
Listen. I try to be charitable. I like being charitable. I think it matters to me. Unless you're like an actual pedophile, I will just throw you into the ether and want to fist fight you. I openly told someone I'd hit them with my car. I still mean it though.
I would just laugh because I think liking kids is cringe.
I hate kids. I hate them. Becca, am I missing
children are gross.
anything?
I don't understand. I mean, I don't think
so. Not really. I mean, again, like so I mentioned sub numbers and like 3 other YouTube messages me. Fuck me.
God.
I think we killed Beckett. I think he's dead.
Dude. Fuck. I think this is a culture clash thing. Dude. It's a struggle.
I've never seen you so short of words, man.
This whole thing is like fucking actually broken me. Fucking kill me.
I've said this personally. I've said this for myself anyways. I really, really, really do not like we all agree to disagree. That's perfectly fine. I do not like the creator to creator conflict and the way the audience does play a role into that sometimes. And I'll listen. I'll condemn Lio for this. Lio downloading your server, Sai, is really fucking weird. And making a public discourse place on it is really weird. Chad, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. A little secret for all you guys to know. All of our research doesn't happen in Discord. I don't put anything in our public Discord. You know, sometimes when you guys make a public thread or a public thread is created, it's a smokescreen. You know the Tyler thread? That's a smokescreen. Because we never talk about Tyler. It's just funny for him to be mad at the fact that there's a thing. And again, I don't like that, Sai. I think it's fucking weird. Again, I don't like it. And I'm saying it now, publicly. I'll say it to him again. I don't like it. I think it's really creepy. I think it's really weird. But not creepy in the sense that that word is being used when it's being leveraged that Lio is some type of sexual deviant. Or, and I told you this. This is a big thing this is a big thing I don't like. Saying that, and I would say this in anybody's coverage. I would say this to Malcolm. I don't like when people say that Lio is transferring his father's abuse onto other people. That is a bridge too far for me. I think that is a bridge way too far.
Wow, it's almost like opening up the box of purity testing people has like really bad ramifications as everyone's standards are slightly different for things. What a wild thing to discover. Fuck me.
Well, we have different morals on stuff. Damn, I wouldn't have guessed that.
And
also, it's like great that half of the community wants to act like Lyle's fucking therapist. Like shit. Like I understand trying to get like understand people better, but like at the same time, it's like I bet it's just because he was abused. It's like such a weird fucking clapback. Like shit.
Sai, I didn't say you
must
were.
Be the answer to fucking everything.
Sai, I didn't say you were bad. Never said you were bad. And to Caramelized Onions, you said, but that's what people mean when Lio's creepy. No, it's not. That's what you think it means, but that's not what the general public thinks. Because before I ever covered Lio, before I even learned about Lio, I thought it was all sex shit. I was like, why the fuck is this guy running some weird sex harem? I truly thought that because that's how it was always presented to me. Literally, it's how it's always presented to me. And then covering him a little bit more, I'm like, oh, this is absolutely stupid. Like, this is the thing. No, Sai, Beckett is not upset about your moral standard. What Beckett, I believe, is upset by, and Beckett, you can correct me if I'm wrong, is the fact that the moral standard has a level of hypocrisy within it because it is used to weaponize certain parts of people's traumatic experiences and not all of them. Am I incorrect in that assessment?
God, that's such therapist language. Yeah, I think that it is ridiculous to. Let's go to put this.
Garbo, I was in the chat. I was in the whole stream.
Oh, fuck me. I think it is a basic thing of coming to people and going, well, what do you think of this particular thing? And that's my hard line, and you need to know it, and other people need to be aware of it, or this person isn't trustworthy. Is a ridiculous thing to do, while at the same time being like, well, I say this thing and that's fine. It's not that serious. I'm just joking and laughing at retards on the internet. It's like, well, either all of this is bad or none of it's bad. And I think long ago we all decided where like, yeah, you know what? Policing jokes is a wasted effort and it just kills everybody. You just end up purity testing yourself out of existence. Because right now, what is happening to Sai with like stuff posted on like by Ace Space, posting stuff from their Discord. It's like the same shit. Well, Sai, you seem to have a problem with these rape jokes, but you don't seem to have a problem with minors accessing your not safe for work section of your Discord, and you only deleted it when you were fucking pressed on it. Like again, it's going to bite. It bites everybody, so that's why we don't do it.
And I'll be very clear. My stance has always been no minors in your Discord. Had I known there were minors in your Discord, I would tell you no. I would tell you, nope, I'm not going in there. I deleted it because Bruce Boinkers posted revenge porn of Lio.
What the fuck?
But the fact that it existed to me in a server filled with minors is part of the problem. I no, she didn't. I was there. Listen, I'm not. Again,
Oh my God.
I don't. Again, I'm not even.
Dude.
There are like, fuck me.
It's and you know what? It's the same criticism I leveraged to Leadhead. Oh, sorry.
Let's.
Sai, listen. I am not approving of 100% like half of the things that like Beckett may or may not do over the course of like however long I've known him. But here's like what I've concluded on at this point, right? Because I'm 24. Sai, you can't control how grown adults behave on the internet. Like, Beckett pays bills in quid. I am not his mother. His mother is dead. You can't control how people, like, just act online. Like, not at least grown-ass people, like, so why, it's such a waste of time. It's not even, like, a moral standing, like, policing kind of thing. It's just that you're trying to, like, insert and like tell people how they should act when it's like that's a wasted effort. These people are going to even I wouldn't even be surprised if whoever you're fighting with is just going to get more petty as a troll out of spite now that they know that like you're trying to like insert yourself and just like I think this is morally wrong. That's what they want. They want you to be morally outraged. Like you can't control how people act online. Just they're not going to be able to control you either. You know that, right? Like, you can keep your moral standings all you want. You're perfectly fine to keep your moral code. Just understand that, like, it's not going to you can't beat it over the head of everybody because not everybody's going to listen to you because you can't control how everybody is.
Also, very quickly, because I can see it in my chat, people being like, Lazy's bringing up Beckett's dead mum. Yeah, because Lazy knows me and knows I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's fine. She knows I joke about it.
Like,
yeah.
I want more people to joke about my missing testicle. Why do I not get enough jokes about my missing testicle?
Well, I do now, and how do I make that into a joke?
I had cancer. I had cancer. You can make fun of me being a little cancer-ridden boy.
I don't know if I want to do that, because the last time I did that didn't go very well, because I didn't know the guy had cancer, and then I felt really bad about it.
Did he die from the cancer?
No, he's still alive. I just
then that's based.
And then he's yeah, I had glaucoma, and I'm like, shit.
Well, based, cancer based. I am the authority on cancer. It's based. But like, yes, I did get laid because I survived cancer. That is a story. Not the point. Not the point. What I'm saying is like, it's not. Listen, it's not just the networking thing. In my personal opinion, I think there's just like. Again, I don't personally care. I still will be your friend regardless. I still want to stream with you. If you are amenable to it. It's just kind of my personal opinion on it. Yes, get bald. That's just me. I will never. I don't know. I don't like closing the door. I learned that closing the door is really stupid. It's just stupid. I don't like closing the door. And I probably should. And I am probably more like Lio in that way than I care to admit.
You know, I'm impressed that none of us just said a resounding fuck you at this point. You know what? That must show how much patience we must have for this.
I just don't.
Yeah, I mean, again, like, fucking.
I'm surprised we have any.
I don't want to. I don't know.
Yeah, it's again, it's like it's such a basic thing of clearly, I don't know, we're almost trying to talk down a drama than kick it up, but oh well, here we are.
Well, if the conclusion is this is fucking dumb, then like I don't see why it needs to get kicked up anymore if it's just fucking dumb. Like then we're just gonna be kicking up shit over things that are fucking dumb. Like it's like I'd rather kick up.
Yeah,
shit
but now I get to drag Falgi into it.
Yeah, I always keep getting like
you were already dragged in. I'm always this one isn't my fault.
Chat, like and subscribe, please, if you haven't already. It'd be very great.
Turn on
Listen,
that
this is,
bell.
I will say this.
Ad block.
This is me standing up for myself and my morals. I see like some people are like, hey, Falgi, stand up for yourself. Hey, like, isn't this gay? This is me standing up for myself. I don't, that's just me. That's just how I do things.
This is just me bootlegging Falgi's content live. It's mostly him, moral posturing.
Why are you the one bootlegging me when you get like 600 plus a fucking stream? Okay, can we talk about that for a second? I got a real fucking issue with Beckett. This motherfucker could turn on a stream at like 4 a.m. and because he's just a sexy ginger British man, he can fucking get 600 views. Meanwhile, I whore myself. I take my shirt off on fucking stream and I get a pittance. I can't believe it. And you want to know what Beckett does? He never raids me. And well, he does, but not often because he goes at the ass crack of fucking dawn because this motherfucker never sleeps.
Falgi, you're clearly doing it wrong. You're clearly doing it for free. Make it a goal. Don't just take off your shirt just for like.
Oh, I do have a chatter that does pay for my shirt off, and he'll always message me being like, "Is this cool?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it."
Yeah, I can. I mean, like, it is nice being able to go live at literally any time. I will admit, it's pretty based.
You know, you
like,
truly made it when you have that one chatter that will literally just simp for you. So I mean, at least you made it in that set. You're getting all mad at Beckett for his views. You have a simp that wants to see you with the shirt off.
You know what? And I
see
love
different
Platinum.
victories here.
I like the fact that there are like, I am pretty sure that I have 3 people who watch me and dislike the video, at least 3, every time because they know I've asked them to. And like, and I love that. It's always the same number of dislikes every single fucking stream.
Yes,
and it's super. Like, it's fucking beautiful. I love it.
It's just too bad that nobody can see dislikes anymore. You know,
no, I miss
takes
that.
fun out of it.
Yeah, I used to be so best.
I mean, we can see it, but it's just like it's weird percentages and it's
Dude,
gay.
I know.
I'm still super proud that my dog pack video has like a 49% dislike ratio.
Is that really?
Dude,
I wish I saw him.
They got so fucking angry.
I was hoping to see him at VidCon somehow. I was fucking praying. I was praying.
Dude.
Nice.
Can I become your newest disliker? Please do. Listen, dislikes are based. That's how I know you care. Only true lovers dislike streams because no one can see it.
Like a secret heart button or something.
Yeah, because you have to because you're not doing it to like indicate to anyone else you dislike something. You're just doing it for you. That is super based. I fucking love that shit.
I do it out of spite.
Yeah, I mean, again, I suppose this whole thing has spiraled way more than it ever fucking needed to. Once again, I don't hate Psy. No. I'm not like, it's whatever. This was all a bit of a shame, really. So, such is life.
And again, I will always say this. I'm still gonna be friends. I'm still gonna talk to Psy after this if she's willing to talk to me. Like purely, I will do it because that is my moral standard. That literally that's my moral standard. I don't. Again, I don't care for the rape jokes. I don't allow them in my server, nor would I ever let Fox Azure in my server. I don't even know who the fuck. I didn't know who the fuck they were until this. But I personally will just never allow them in. I don't like. That's just my personal thing. Carbonized Dungeons, thank you so much for subscribing. But like that's my personal moral standard. I don't know who that person is. They just won't be there because I don't fucking give a shit about the trolls. I literally don't. It is there. It is there. I was actually to be fair, it was nice to finally Lazy. It was nice to finally talk to you. As well as finally get to talk to Malcolm. It's one of these. Listen, I have like a short list of people that I need to speak to, because they've inadvertently helped my channel blow up a little bit. One of them is unironically Harmful Opinions. I don't know who that is.
Dude, is that the guy correct me if I'm wrong, because his voice kind of sounds similar to this guy. Is he the dude that when all of like the skeptic community was getting sponsored
Yes,
by this
yeah.
one thing? Him.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was like, why do I know who you are? You used to have a brain as an icon. I know you.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, yeah.
remember you.
I have to one day. I've said this. I'd like to one day meet him and thank him. He won't ever know, but he inadvertently made my channel blow up because he covered a brony pedophile.
Yeah, the
and
Dan Burst stuff.
the Dan's Burst stuff, and technically that's why the channel exploded.
You can,
Yeah.
you can. I'll be honest. You can just DM him. Harmful's like really friendly. Just DM him.
I don't know. Where, I don't think
Yeah.
I have a Discord with him.
You just DM him on Twitter.
Oh, okay. I'll do it. If he has one, yeah.
Yeah.
It's there, and then I gotta talk to Deadwing Dork one of these days too.
Or just talk to Nicandros is part of his community. Nicandros works with Harmful.
Oh, okay, based.
That's where Nicandros is from.
Really, I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
This is my favorite part of YouTube is meeting people I would never meet. It's
Dude, how does that not make you nervous though? Like, maybe it's just me and I'm paranoid, but like I'm just like I would love to talk to that person, but what if they're an asshole? What if
Okay.
No,
but
most people most people are just super chill, honestly. And I don't know. I don't know what it is. I think there are two types of people who kind of do this. There are the people who are like, because I've said this multiple times. I don't view myself as that different from a chatter. I just installed OBS and I make the odd video. That's it. We're fucking around on the internet. None of this is serious.
This stream
None of this
was
is
a
real.
joke. Yeah. I mean, listen, I have made the joke that I want to up like my production quality and time into the channel, but the reason is because my favorite I love live streaming. I don't personally care for making videos right now. I've helped people with videos. But I love live streaming because I like interacting with an audience. I was a performer in my previous life. I've said this. I was an opera singer before. So like this right here is the best part. It's the best part. I know that's gay, chat. I know that's incredibly gay. And you're right. I am a homosexual. You're absolutely correct. I am the homosexual. Wait, what do you mean take off your shirt now?
Oh my god.
Chat,
Make them pay you.
Chat, it's not $500. It's not $5 for shirt takeoff. You know it's $100 donation for shirt takeoff. We go through this every time.
$100?
You pay $100 and the shirt comes off. You've known this as long as the channel has been alive.
Do you know how much they are charging on OnlyFans? Do you know how much they're willing to get away with being naked on OnlyFans?
The open
100 is ridiculous.
No, Platinum, you're different. It's 100.
I'm just trying to make you, have these people pay you what you're actually worth.
Oh, I've made the joke that if we somehow hit 10K on this channel, I will start an OnlyFans for shits and giggles.
I would start an OnlyFans, but like have it be like innocuous pictures of just random like shit in my house. And then they probably can just take whatever innocuous shit in my house and then figure out where I live from there. But they have to subscribe to the OnlyFans and they have to shift through like 10,000 posts I make a day. Piece it all together. Dox me.
Yeah, no, I have I got BRB. I'm gonna make like 9K accounts. Please don't do that. Please do not bot my fucking. I know you're joking, but please don't bot. I know that goes around recently. No, not helicopter dick, sweetie. Why?
Can people do that? Just like bot on behalf of another.
A lot of that's been going around. It happens to a lot of big streamers. If you want to get a streamer's stream taken down, you bot the views, even on YouTube, which is actually very difficult to bot views on YouTube.
Dude, I've been on this platform this long and I don't know these things. I feel fucking old. Get me an MIT. Jesus Christ.
It is fascinating. I will say that, but it's again. Not mad at anybody. Want to make that very clear. If you're from Malcolm's community, you're from Malcolm's community, you're from Sai's community, I will always be kind to you. Always. Always be kind. It's just my policy. It's literally just my policy.
Cat, look at the bee on screen. Be kind. Let us all be bees.
This will be
great
bees.
for all of us. We can be bees.
We could be
bees. Kind and also be bees.
Oh, I have to thank you, Beckett, by the way. I stole something from you, by the way.
Oh, fuck. What?
I stole Game Dude from you. So what we
in what sense?
So what we do when we reach about we will reach the goal of 15 super chat, like we break the 15 super chat goal. I start playing Game Dude, like the dinos thing, and in the middle of a video, I will be like, Game Dude, what do you have to say? And just hear him say the most outrageously fucked up thing.
Okay, if you want a great one, go and look at his Barbie review. And like it starts with like, look at Barbie, she's such a creepy bitch. It's fucking amazing. Like,
that's the best.
Actually, saying that, do you know what's fucking crazy?
Mm-hmm.
You know the like Queen Falls video on Emily?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's footage in that of a police car and someone walking towards it.
No way.
That's Game Dude footage.
No way!
Yeah. It's basically, it's while he was like fleeing from the police, or they were sorting him, he walks up to this car and he's like, yeah, bitch, I can see you. And I like instantly recognized the footage and I was like, oh, I have a problem. Like, I clearly this has gone too far. I can recognize it just off the bat. Fucking hell.
I recognized something recently. What did I recognize? I was watching something. Oh my god, I can't even remember. And I saw it and I like lost my mind. And it was so funny. Complete aside, speaking about YouTube stuff, and I know I'm waxing poetic because I'm just trying to like move on from a topic. I watched a 3-hour true crime documentary recently on YouTube. Do you know that like at the 30-minute mark, they said ex-offender instead of sex offender?
They did not.
I lost my mind.
Fucking god.
I lost my fucking. I'm like, you're 30 minutes into a video about a guy that plowed and killed 6 people in a parade. How is this video ever going to be monetized anyways? Dude, I don't understand how the video is monetized.
I blame TikTok. I hate this. I hate everything. I hate hearing the words "I will be unalived" in a real Hollywood movie. I want to decay. I don't want to die. I just want to sit in my house and decay because I don't know how to function out in the real world right now. I don't.
I mean, listen, I like to have a good time.
Okay, I've got a request. I've got some requests here for like at least to read a couple of these super chats, particularly this one. Becca, have you introduced your new son Falgi to your older catboy son Morale? You make them stream together. I'm sure it will be Kino content. Thank you for the 5 Kai Rise. I'll read the rest.
I will say, Morale has come on stream. Me and Morale have talked. A bridge is formed. Play dates have been had.
The cat boy.
Suppose that's my fault too.
It is your fault. That is your fault. That you know that's going to be in the big 3-hour "My wife is alive" expose. You do know that, right?
Yeah.
What?
Some guy hates us and calls us all pedophiles without good reason. But free speech, America.
Yo, you guys too? Oh my god.
I know, small world.
I know.
I don't
listen, I don't fucking get the hit piece shit. Like, dude, I think I've got like 3 on me now, and
really?
every single time, yeah.
How? Well, you've only.
I don't know. People get annoyed, and then I'm gonna make a video, and every single time, I either ignore it or I end up laughing at it and making a load of money. It's
Listen,
such a waste of time.
There's only one person in the world that I want a hit piece video from, and that's Bonk. If Bonk can pull it together and make a hit piece video on Bonk is doing the same thing that other people in other dramas have done with me, which is they stopped mentioning me because I crashed them out. They crashed out on me so hard that they think the funnier thing to do is to try to little bro me, and it's hilarious. What about Dan's Burst? Whoa. I don't ever want Dan's Burst. You know what I would like? I would like Jacob Doolittle to return to YouTube. That's what I want. He crashed out on my chat and he never appeared on YouTube again. I would love for him to come back.
Doolittle guy?
Yeah, Jake Doolittle actually came in here and crashed out on my chat.
No shit, really?
Yeah, a lot of like big channels kind of come in here and yell at me, and then I chill.
This happens so often.
I'm very nice. I try to be nice.
Also, Bonk, isn't he supposed to be on a hiatus right now?
No, he's
still tweeting.
Yeah, he's still
God
he's
fucking
still tweeting.
damn it! Oh my god!
See, you said don't bully him, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
I didn't start it.
We were so close.
I actually might have
came
done
to
this
a resolution. I was so happy for Beckett. He was going to actually go to rehab for bullying, and now you're back, and now it's all going to shit. I don't know how to get him back in there.
I mean, listen.
If you keep...
The reality of Bonk is very simply the fact that he has never, ever realized that what we do to him is a reflection of what he did to Claire. Again, I've said this. I can't prove Gabe is not a groomer or not, but specifically Claire is astronomically the dumbest thing that I've ever seen in my entire life. And pointing it out to him made him angrier, and now he thinks we have... he now believes that every account that messages him is our alt accounts. He said
he was going to give you guys any attention, and now he's like,
I remember that.
Yeah.
That's
Me too.
crazy.
I remember when he came into my stream and tried to like tell me that I'm stupid for having a standard just asking him about police involvement, and he crashed out on me.
Did you see that Flutter Cult account was like filing tips to the FBI?
Oh, that's hilarious.
Dude, apparently somebody reported me to Crime Stoppers today.
Really?
Well, no, Becky, the only reason I bring that up is because all of these people follow that account. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Amy New, Bonk, Sophie, they all follow the Flutter Cult account as well. Yeah. But like, why though? It's just a rando. What the fuck?
Well, it's interesting, isn't it?
It's interesting.
It's very, very interesting.
All I will say is one thing I can say that somebody else can't say is Kamehameha. That's all I'm.
Sure.
I said that on camera. Something somebody else couldn't do.
Ian wasn't around long enough for those wondering.
I know, that's
Ian never got to say Kamehameha as Goku.
That's what we're talking about. I was so confused.
Yeah.
Yes, no.
I clocked in like 2 seconds later.
Yeah, no, he was never able to say it. So the joke is that I've said it more probably on camera than he has, and gotten paid for it more than he probably has in his life.
Good lord.
Yeah, but that's pretty much this. I mean, if anyone has any last questions that they want to ask, and discuss it before Beckett reads the rest of his super chats. Superfragile. I can't even say it right now. Usually I can.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Why are you gay? Yeah, I was born this way. What even happened? Bear things. You have to watch Beckett's stream. Essentially, the Lio stuff, and Vlad and Sai fought on Malcolm's stream. Again, Vlad, silly. But that's what it is. Yes, super fragile.
Times like these where I'm so grateful I'm not on Twitter anymore. I don't think I'd be able to physically handle myself.
I mean, Twitter. Okay. One thing I will say: be on Twitter for research purposes. You don't need to interact with it at all. That's my personal thing.
You can probably just get a little Twitter alt. I mean, I just on Twitter to mess with people.
No, I have like a bad addictive personality to Twitter when I had it. It was pretty upsetting actually, because I would wake up every morning, I'm like, let's go to Twitter. Twitter would make me feel like dog shit because all it is negative news, and then I'm like, man, that made me feel like dog shit. I'll check it in about an hour and feel like dog shit again later. And I'm like, that was just my constant cycle for like 5 years. I'm like, I'm never doing this again. I can't do it.
Do you actually want to know the best thing you could do?
Turn it off, right?
Mute keywords. I've muted keywords. I just don't care. I do it for movies and stuff. I've muted keywords for specific events on the internet. Just because I don't like them. Like I don't need Twitter to like remind me the world is falling apart. I kind of don't care because I can only affect the people around me and the community around me. That's always been my personal gripe with Twitter. Any other last minute questions? Please get your questions out. My feed is sheaves. Yeah, I know. Leia is currently sleeping. I have a dog. I have a Shiba in the background. She gets fed all the time. Yeah, she's a little shit stirrer. Is she in the back? Yeah, she's all the way in the back. Nope. Nothing. Well, check stream chat. What did you guys do? What did my art community do now?
I keep forgetting these are separate communities too. Art like commentary community and the SCC are apparently two separate things, and it's like,
they kind of are.
Functionally speaking, they don't.
And
how though?
They kind of are, but they're also kind of not really.
I'll also be honest.
Yeah, like they all behave the same too.
I am not a part of any of those communities. I can't draw for shit. I also don't critique cartoons. I just laugh. But why? Why, chat? I have no ball and I must read. I still have one. Just because you guys have told me to get a light up testicle, or a bouncy ball, or crackers, or get a third one for some weird reason, does not mean I'm going to do it.
You can get like Christmas ornaments, swap them out depending on what season it is.
You know, my partner would actually think that that's hilarious. That's actually annoying.
I've got to wear my red ball today.
Don't.
I'm feeling quite angry.
What is it? It's like a fucking little thing. How can I find? You can look up Cope and Seethe Pepsi Man, also based Pepsi Man. That's actually the most based thing I've ever heard. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really have anything else to say. Thank everybody for the super chats. I will probably just mute myself, Becky. I don't think I've ever called you Becky before. That's weird.
That was very odd.
Taking on Queemanisms.
I don't even watch him. I didn't even know he did that.
Oh my god.
Guys,
Wait, does he call you Becky? I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's where the Becky things comes from. It comes from like fucking that community.
I personally like Craig Beckett. That's my favorite.
Thanks, buddy. That's awesome. That's great. I fucking dude. I can't wait for somebody to do a fucking hit piece on me where they confuse me with Craig Beckett. That's blatantly gonna happen. It's sort of like I think that almost happened like last year. That's gonna be fucking funny.
I mean, my personal favorite thing is being incorrectly name doxed now 3 times. That is a personal favorite.
Yeah, that's a skill. That's a skill.
It's an incredible skill. I think it's incredibly funny because it's the same person 3 times. Well, let's be honest. I say person, but truly a pedophile because it is a pedophile. Yes.
Oh, good lord.
Yes, Michael. Oh yeah, I got this. TLDR. We knew a guy who we made crash out and fake his own suicide and death.
I love that.
I got him to recently admit that he has pedophilic tendencies in a call.
In like an OCD kind of way, or just like, in a...
He believes in the concept of reverse predators. Have you ever heard of a reverse predator?
I'm going to assume that means like a younger child pursuing an adult.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
I am so smart, Cat. I'm so goddamn
My
smart.
chat is so fucking mad.
Person in the world.
My chat is so mad that I am. Yes, bisexual of 87.
Guys,
that's what I am.
For too long. I already know. I can take these guesses so exactly to the point?
The funniest part is that it was this sub 300 channel, this no name YouTuber, and some million sub channel reached out to him and used his definition to defend himself from his ex, who accused him of being a predator, which he clearly was, and she was also a predator. It's very weird. It's very terrible. Oh, Mr. T-Lex.
Dude, I wish we had that more where people would be like, I'm gonna go pedo hunting, I'm gonna like expose all these predators, and then it's just like a giant predator ring just exposing themselves. That would be really funny.
That is the ACC,
just like
SEC.
giant like
Spider-Man
pointing.
them.
Yeah, well, because what was it? The SEC is so crazy. Because like even if I'm interested about like the Doodle Tones lore and even like diving into that and making content, literally every single controversy or every single fucking story that bitches in is we found a predator in this Discord server, we had to kick him out, and it's like that every other week. I'm like, at that point, keep better company. I don't know what the fuck. How does happen so often?
Yeah. That's pretty much it. It's the best part of covering. I want to thank everybody for subbing. By the way, Beckett, I'm gonna end my stream because I had a full day of work and I came straight from work to do this. So thank you so much, Lazy. It was very nice meeting you. I hope...
nice meeting you. I hope this was a better first impression.
You know what? Honestly, it's very funny. I am always, I add friend for everybody. I think it was a great impression. I want to thank you very much. I want to go thank my chat. Beckett, I will literally just talk to you later, probably, because you have insomnia.
Yeah.
But
yeah, pretty much.
Yes.
Listen, this has been fun. Thanks for coming in with Palette Cleanser conversation. This fucking stream was cancer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. But Lazy was there, and that's great.
Yeah. Dickers! What the fuck, Dickers? Why are you here?
He's finally here.
Dickers is also trying to come after me because I clipped him today in a mean way.
I saw that. Don't leave the Welsh alone. Just because he wanted to be a priest. Listen, he stopped being a priest. It's like trying to be a cop and realizing that they shoot minorities. Priests, they go after kids. Dickers didn't want to do that. He knew. He's like the priesthood. I can't do it. I literally. But yes, everybody. Thank you guys so much. Beckett, I'll talk to you in a little bit. Lazy, again, very nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too, man. This is a weird turn of events, isn't it?
Yes. Thank you. Take care, guys. Chat, that was I'm gonna go to the camera title card real quick. Holy shit. That was everybody. Thank you, Raiders, for coming in. Dickers, you're the Dickman. Dick. I literally ran from work. Again, I want to make this very clear to everybody who is still here, who may be from Malcolm's community, Sai herself, which I will reach out to Sai. I'll give it a day. Just because I'm sure she went to bed. But again, I'm still gonna reach out. I'm still gonna do the thing that I do, which is be kind. It's just what I do. Maybe to a fault sometimes. It is like kind of what I do here. Chat that was go finish the sentence. Thank you, Clyde. Thank you. That's awesome. But yes, that was a good time. Let me read some of the super chats real quick before we end stream, because I did not get to you guys fan funding. Let's see, Lizzie, for the 1 month, I'm most confused on how or why this started, but I will tune into the stream regardless. Same. Rush for the $9.99. Lazy's on the money. Real ones know that Courtney's the queen of rapes. Registered in 50 states. Ugh, God, I disavow. I still don't like the fact that Courtney makes a real fucking excuse for assault, and I really don't like that. Mac with some cheese for the 2. Falgi being racist at this time of night? Never. Kaok with the 6 months. Thank you. Ace Space with the 19. Hi, Falgi. Hi, Ace. Psy with the 5. Falgi, Lio mocked someone's abortion story just 10 days ago. I did read that before because I answered that. Lost in the Woods for the 5. Just say that you hate someone and move the hell on. Stop trying to make it a moral thing because it makes you look worse when you mess up too. Honestly speaking, I said this before, I will say this again. If Psy and Lio want to scream at each other, I will facilitate it. It doesn't need to be content. If they want to make it content, that's perfectly fine. But again, I don't like making people I get along with content in that way. It's or making it about content with people I get along with. It's weird. Black Flower for the 5 for having to be in so late. Thank you. Chaos with the 50. Thank you. Purple heart indeed. Axis with the 5 months. God, is Falgi hosting a commentary club, shit, a buffet, or something? Why are there so many of you? God only knows. Yen, Becca did nothing wrong. That's right, Yen, because you did. You started this. Cool Anime Girls with the 6 months. Thank you. Yen. I'm not a big fan of Malcolm, but when I was being dogpiled on his chat, he did tell people to chill. Yeah, Malcolm is cool peoples. I will defend Psy the same way I would defend Malcolm. I think it's okay to make Lio content. I think that's perfectly fine. But my whole thing is Dreamer and Viaki are trolls, just like Fox Azure is a troll. You know that going in, that giving them attention is exactly what they want. Exactly what they want. And take part of it with a grain of salt. Shit. That's just my personal opinion. Samara Sprinter with the 4.99. Sub count bang is one step into becoming another jar. Yeah, but I don't think so. I will do that. Better with the 4 months. Thank you. Transactional relationships get you nowhere. I try not to do that. Yet with the 4, the poundy. The number game is weak. Don't act benevolent because you raid people. Come on, this is weak. Yeah, but again, I will support them. Elizzy with the 4.99. Insert witty quip here. Witty quip. Do Snail House with the €5. W, cancer, get bald, exactly. Do Snail House again with another €5. Oil up, Italian boy. Platinum Aether with a 2.79 Canadian. I've been invoked. Star Sprinter again with a 4.99. Goal for mastication time. Thank you. Bossums with the 2 Canadian. Falgi, go masticate yourself and feed that dog. Yen with the £1. Free the pepperoni. Oh, God, thanks. Bossums with the 5 Canadian. How do you feel knowing that you are the Lance Armstrong of the commentary community? That is insane! That is insane! That is the greatest super chat I ever got. I will wait for my doping. CJ Curtis with the $5. The more I learn about you, Falgi, the more awesome you appear to me. You're a really cool dude and cute, by the way. CJ Curtis, thank you so much. I also, as a side note, because CJ, I saw this before. You can sexually objectify me as much as you want, within a reasonable degree. Just please, like, put it on me. Don't put it on chatters. But I don't really give a shit. Cartoon with the $2. The Dreamer drama was better. Check my head again. I will say this. Dreamer's troll, very based. Actually based. My opinion, I know Vlad and I will disagree with this. Even Chris and I will disagree with this. I think he's a troll, and I think he played it masterfully. Just what it is. But that's pretty much the end of the stream. Obviously, the other ops weren't here. I didn't want to drag them into this, just out of respect for them. This was my thing to do. I am the face of the channel. I have to deal with these things, and I need to do it the right way. Cool Anime Girls to 5. Remember, if you want Falgi, he doesn't care as long as you are a human and are an adult. Yeah, if we vibe and I meet you at a bar and you're somehow a fan, I'm not going to say no, but don't harsh the vibe. Please be over the age of like 20. Listen, 20, please. Can I be a Discord bot again? No, name. You are always Discord. Thank you, Cloudy. Yeah. Falgi directly saying he's fair game to sexually identify, very on brand. Yes, I am. I will always say that I personally still have respect for Psy. She has been very kind to me, and I will say this: I'm not gonna leak a DM of Psy, right? Oil dub zoo wee mama. Thank you. Diesel, I love you. I'll say this because I have a lot of respect for Psy. I don't like the fact that Lio used the lesbianism, like saying she's like the stereotypical lesbian against her the same way I don't like the fact that that Psy has said that he is enacting his father's abuse on other people. I really don't like that, but I give them both of that because I think I think Psy is far more than just being gay. Far more than being gay. She's entertaining. She's creative. Lio is unintentionally incredibly funny with his Bible quotes, even if it pisses me off. And he's annoyingly kind to a fault, and it gets him into a lot of fucking trouble. But again, that's all I'm going to say to that. I will always be kind. That is my biggest thing. I am going to send you to Beckett because I think it's really funny to send you guys back to Beckett. And what I'm going to say is tell all of the Beckett people that, did I get to read my Ko-Fi again now, or are you done? Didn't I read it? Didn't you say take your shirt off, Poos? And I said I'm not taking my shirt off. Take your shirt off, Falgi, now, please. No, I'm not taking my shirt off now, please. But I'm going to raise you back to the British man, and you tell him, you know what? Let's play a numbers game, chat. Tell Beckett that he and the rest of his chat should subscribe to the Outblock. There you go. I did check all the stream element stuff. We always joke Diesel is Falgi's father, but then Falgi always hits on Diesel. Is this incest? No, it's not. Okay, I'm gonna raid you guys to don't say Wincest. For the love of Christ, I will actually just crash out. I hate you all. I'm gonna raid you guys back to Beckett. Tell him I say hello. Tell everybody to subscribe to the Outblock. Do all that goobly goo gobbly gob. And remember, guys. Give me Reader X. Beckett O'Krabs. Remember, chat. Goodbye.